Welcome. My name is Christy Tollett. I am one of the Student Affairs Administrators at Purdue Polytechnic Richmond, and we are delighted that you are joining us to watch a virtual information session about computer graphics technology.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Todd. I'm also a Student Affairs Administrator here at Purdue Polytechnic Richmond, and we are really excited to have you today.
Hi, I'm Michelle Walker. I'm a continuing lecturer for Purdue Polytechnic in the Computer Graphics Technology Department.
Hi, I'm Sarah George. I am also a professor in the Computer Graphics Technology Department, and I enjoy designing spaces and environments for 3D modeling, and I also enjoy the 2D graphic art design.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Martin, and I'm a computer graphics technology student at Purdue Polytechnic Richmond.
So I will start and just give a brief overview of Purdue Polytechnic Richmond. In case you don't know much about us, this will be an opportunity for you to learn a little bit more about who we are, where we're located, what we do, and then I'll turn it over to Sarah to speak a little bit more in depth about computer graphics technology majors here at Purdue Polytechnic Richmond. So you might know a little bit about Purdue University. You might initially think about our main campus, which is located at West Lafayette, and we are directly affiliated with our main campus. We're just not physically located in West Lafayette. We're here in Richmond, Indiana, but our degree programs are Purdue University degree programs, just like a student could be in at our main campus in West Lafayette. We have 10 academic colleges within Purdue University. So the way different majors, plans of study, degree programs are organized, they fall into the different academic colleges. So here in Richmond, the majors that we offer are all technology related, and they specifically fall into the Purdue Polytechnic Institute. This is actually the only one of the 10 academic colleges that gets spread out around the state of Indiana, and we call that our statewide system. So if you see the map of Indiana, you can see where around the state different Purdue Polytechnic locations are at, and then of course we are here in Richmond, Indiana. In Richmond, we have two locations. One is the Innovation Center that is located in downtown Richmond, Indiana. We're kind of centrally located right downtown in between 8th and 9th Streets. My office is actually located here. Caitlin, her office is here, Sarah and Michelle as well. So we have our computer graphics technology programs running out of the Innovation Center. We have a couple other administrative offices here at the Innovation Center. We have 2 computer labs. We run some of our general education courses out of the Innovation Center as well, such as math and English, for example. In McDaniel Hall, which is on our shared campus of Purdue Polytechnic, Ivy Tech, and IU East, we run our engineering technology programs. So I know today you're watching us to learn a little bit more about computer graphics, but I think it's important to let you know how we're set up. And so we do have programs at McDaniel Hall. For students who are in computer graphics technology, they probably won't have a course in McDaniel Hall, but for our students who are in our engineering technology programs, they will also have courses in McDaniel Hall on the shared campus, which is one of the Ivy Tech buildings. Here in Richmond, the degree programs that we offer specifically in computer graphics technology include bachelor's degrees, which are 4-year degrees in computer graphics, animation, game development and design, and web programming and design. So at this point, Sarah is going to go in depth a little bit more specifically into those programs that I just mentioned.
Hi, everyone. So what you're looking at is the interior of one of our buildings. This is down at the Innovation Center on the Promenade in Richmond, Indiana. And we have a creative high-tech facility, and it is directly close to small businesses, some boutiques. We have a nice bike path. We have a lot of really nice restaurants in an easy walkable city. The picture on the right, you see our VR lab, virtual reality, where students can bring in their projects and test them out and work on gaming and virtual reality types of projects. So we also have provided a place for students to work with small businesses. The Wayne County Chamber, we have always tried to offer real world projects with our students to get their portfolio up and running. So it's a great location for that type of collaboration. We also have the opportunity for students to take online courses across the state at different locations where computer graphics is hosted. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. We have different types of hybrid types of classes and also in-person classes. So it's a nice mix for students and offers a flexible program. Here are some more images of the interior of our computer graphics department location. The left is kind of a co-working space where students can hang out and socialize and also present projects on the TV there. And we invite clients to come and see that type of work. And on the right, you see one of our computer labs. So we already went through the 4 degree programs, so we'll just move on to this slide and I'll talk a little bit about each one. So we work with animation. On the right, you see one of our student projects. This is character development. We work through the pipelines of how to animate, how to develop a storyline. And then students learn how to 3D model and rig and move their characters. We do this with products, product development, characters, all kinds of stuff. Here's an example of professional work that you might be able to relate to. We try to focus a lot on concept, bringing out projects where you learn to sketch digitally or by hand, and then bring those to life in the computer. We use software that is industry standard. We are always trying to teach we do teach the industry standard softwares, which are always in our labs provided for you. And this is a Star Jeanette, Star Valley virtual restoration project that Michelle Walker designed and ran for a full year, so that she took the combination of animation, modeling, and gaming into a real world project where students went to the site and they learned how to build things in scale in the computer, build things to scale in the computer. And then they walked around the site, experiencing the building and what it might have been like back in the time that it was thriving. And they turned that into a video game. So everyone wants to know, why would I study computer graphics? And computer graphics umbrellas a huge amount of opportunity, from artists to designers to technologists. We wanted to provide an average salary and some job possibilities. So you can look at this list here, and this is just a small list. You can also Google some other opportunities, but it is, there is a lot of money to be had if you graduate as a computer graphic technologist. So a lot of opportunities there. As Christy mentioned, we also have a bachelor's degree in game development and design. So in this, it can be from education to entertainment, and we focus on new technologies and best practices to bring new worlds to life on a variety of platforms. And this is the most recent student work from what is called our CGT 116 class, and it is a beginning class for modeling. This class actually was taught out of West Lafayette by one of our professors online, and Chelsea got to sit in on this class as the teaching assistant. And you're looking at models of character development and environmental design that Cameron and Elisa, they are students, they designed these, and they learned how to apply colors to render So this was a really good online experience with the students were in the lab face to face with each other, and then the professor came in through a virtual way. This is another example of some of our work where this student, John, used Digital Illustrator and 3D Sculptor to create his character model. And another slide that shows job possibilities with animation with the average salary. So from designers to 3D modelers, artists, compositing artists, storyboard artists, and user interface designers. And this is, again, just a small sampling of job possibilities. Web programming and design, students learn the concepts and tools necessary to create dynamic, interactive, and secure websites and mobile applications. So this is an example. It's a little hard to show without a movie, some website examples, but we focus a lot on problem solving through user experience and through design thinking. Students work in several classes throughout their 4 years. Some of the classes are face-to-face, some of them are online, and some of them are asynchronous, meaning they can take them anytime they want to. So it's a nice mix of a program, and they walk out with real-world client experience and nice portfolio pieces. And again, job possibilities with average salary for the web design majors. You have web developer, programmer, app developer, and user interface designer. And you can see the salary ranges on the right. And CGT General, which is kind of one of my favorites, students get to combine artistic and technical skills to design, analyze, and communicate ideas visually. And students prepare for a career in entertainment and media designs. Here's some examples of more recent student work. Students got to work on the left. This was by Ben Jones. It's a flyer he made for our real world client. So he had some nice pieces and experiences there. This is with the Richmond Art Museum on the left, and then some digital advanced drawing and illustration in the middle. And then just kind of a fun graphic by Hannah, one of our students, on the right. And to showcase some of our real world client work, there was a community outreach project. Again, Michelle Walker led this project, and it was, I believe, what she called the Passion Project. And Chloe, the student, worked with Genesis, which is a women's shelter in Richmond, and worked with them on a project. And on the right, Chelsea, who is with us today, did some nice product design for another client. And a couple more examples of work in the 2D realm. And again, job possibilities with average salaries. And this is just a sampling. Photography, digital painting, video producers, and graphic designers.
I can begin to show you some of the ways that we have developed some of these projects using some modern technology. Our situation has evolved to meet the jobs of the 21st century. We now work both synchronously and asynchronously, both in person and remotely across 2 different locations with different classes. So we have students working in all kinds of flexible ways, the same way that the work world currently works. So I want to explain to you an exciting new project that we took on this year. While the Star Valley project was very interesting as a local project, because we are now reaching across to other locations, I wanted to take on something quite a bit broader that would be really fun for students and get them involved. So what I came up with was we formed a corporation a make-believe corporation that presented a proposal to design a survival compound to survive the coming zombie apocalypse. And so we have diverse teams of students working together across different locations, different times that they meet. And we use programs like Discord to communicate. I'm going to show you another software that we use as soon as I can share my screen here. I will show you the whiteboard that I can use to organize students. One moment, there it is. Okay, so this is Miro.com, which is a whiteboard that people can meet across various locations and add to both in real time or asynchronously at a later date. So what we did is we started assigning team roles of who would be doing what. So we have 3D modelers doing character development, machinery, inanimate objects, architecture, housing. We have animators doing rigging and animation. We have lighting and rendering. We have production management because it's important to be able to know all your deadlines, your files, how to organize the project. We have some video editors and art direction, doing storyboards and the overall concept art and look and feel. So all of these students chose where their strengths lie and what they wanted their team roles to be. And then they began brainstorming, how do we start killing zombies? How do we begin making sure our people are safe, giving them medicine, food, and water? Then we also designed the physical overall layout of the compound. So we came up with a map of where everything would go and some thoughts on what the actual structure might look like. So all this came together over the course of a couple of weeks. And then we started modeling. So I will show you now the master compound. Can everyone see the Maya file now? Okay, great. So as Sarah said, we use industry standard software, and one of the softwares that we use is a program called Maya. And Maya is used for 3D modeling and animation. So after the students developed concept art, and one of the things that I thought was really cool was they wanted to develop a luxury high-rise apartment for people that could afford to live in luxury during the zombie apocalypse. So what we developed was an Art Deco style to the compound. And as you can see, many of the buildings, this is a water tower, have a very distinct Art Deco style. And a lot of thought went into what all the features would be. So we have windmills, solar, we have a barnyard here with crops. And one of the cool features that recently got added was the armory. And they wanted to signal from a distance that this was the armory. So it's got a giant facade of rifle bullets on the front. We have luxury apartment condo housing. So a lot of thought went into this from a diverse group of about 20 students. And this is a prototype. So this is obviously still a work in progress, but they have started designing some of the zombies. You can see they are here waiting. The zombie army is waiting to attack. We have a barbed wire fence to prevent the attack. So the next stages of this will be texturing. We'll be adding color and texture to all of the models and lighting. And then the animators will begin rigging. And once it is all rigged, then we can start filming. So we will have a virtual camera and they will film the commercial that will sell these luxury dwellings to potential clients. So it was a really exciting project. students are having a lot of fun with it. They really rolled up their sleeves and got to work on that. So we enjoyed doing lots of things with 3D modeling, where we can build, scale, rotate, move things around as we need to, using this software. And not only this software, but some students prefer to work in other softwares, such as Blender, which is a free 3D modeling software. So if you choose to work in a different software on a different platform, we can import your models into our master file, and everyone can work together seamlessly, which is also a lot of fun.
So, as mentioned earlier, my name is Chelsea Martin, and I'm a computer graphics technology student. So today I'll be talking about a project that a classmate and I worked on together. So one of the great things about the Richmond location is that we get to take on real world clients. And in this case, Ben and I were teamed up with Janelle Faust to rebrand her personal apothecary line. So you can see up in the top left here, that is some work in progresses that we presented to her. And Ben had worked with her previously on her centered design there as well. You can see some of our personal work there on the right. So this is our Womeo project. To start off, we kind of got to know Janelle and things that would benefit her for her brand and what direction she was really going. We presented her with color schemes, fonts, potential names, and that's where Ben came up with Womeo, which she ended up working with. So we put together a few designs, we brainstormed together. There was a lot of teamwork involved. And once we finally came up with 2 or 3 logos we felt were very strong, we presented them to her. Ultimately, she chose this one, and we were able to put together some mock-up photography to show her on her personal brand what it would look like with her personal bottles and everything like that.
So now that you've learned a little bit more about Purdue Polytechnic Richmond and specifically the degree programs that we offer in computer graphics, you might be wondering, how do I sign up? So I will take you through just some general information about how to apply for admission, a little bit about financial aid, just some general information from the student affairs area. So both Caitlin and I work with students who are interested in applying for admission and coming to Richmond to be a student. And we divide our alphabet. So depending on your last name, we will take you on and we will be your assigned advisor for the time that you are with us. So we help students through this process. We have an online application. We don't have any paper applications. Everything is online. So you can see the website here that you can go to apply for admission. When a student applies, they will be a first-time applicant if they're a high school student, even if you have earned some dual credit or college credit while you're in high school, we would still consider you a first-time applicant. When you apply for admission, you will report your high school grades and your ACT or SAT test scores. When you are on the application page, you will look for this application block. You'll see applying to a Purdue Polytechnic statewide location. So currently we have 3 applications loaded there. Students can apply for 2021 fall right now. So if you're watching this at a later date, this will change to future terms. But right now we are currently taking applications for fall and summer 2021. When you apply, there's an application fee as well, unless you qualify for a fee waiver. We do a holistic review of applicants. So all of those things that I mentioned when you apply that you submit, all of those things are considered in your review. So we're looking at the application. There's an essay component to the application. We're looking at the courses that you took in high school. If you did earn dual credit or college credit, we'll look at that. We look at your grades, your GPA, which is your grade point average, your test scores, and any letters of recommendation. So probably one of the top questions Caitlin and I get is what SAT score or what ACT score do I need to be admitted to your program? And we don't actually just base it on the test scores alone. We want to look at all of these things together. We want to see you as a whole person, which is why the admissions office does a holistic review of your application. When you apply for admission, you will also send your high school transcript. And if you happen to have any college credit, your college transcript as well. We do have a centralized office of admission. So when we started the video, I mentioned that we are a part of our main campus. We're just not physically located in West Lafayette, but we share the same office of admission and the same financial aid office. So when a student applies, they will have their transcript sent to admissions@purdue.edu, or it can be mailed to the main campus. Same with SAT and ACT scores. When a student signs up for the SAT or ACT and they want to have their scores reported to Purdue, they can choose Purdue West Lafayette. And that is correct, again, because we're sharing that centralized office of admission. So we have the same ACT and SAT school code as our main campus. So students can choose those options when they are reporting their test scores. Tuition and fees. So we are very affordable. And I love showing this information to students and parents alike because I like that our students can graduate and not be in a lot of debt once they graduate with their degree program. Our tuition and fees are about a third of the cost of our main campus at West Lafayette. So for a student who's really interested in staying local to earn a Purdue University degree, but save a little money at the same time, we are a great option for that. Our students pay about $7,500 per year for tuition and fees. The tuition and fee chart is here. This is the current chart for the 2021 year. This gets updated every year. So if you're on our website in the future, you will see this updated when you're on our website. We charge per credit hour. So again, if a student is full-time, taking about 15 credit hours each semester to earn a bachelor's degree, they would pay about $7,500 per year. We also have scholarships available that students can apply for. We have several 21st Century Scholars at our location in Richmond. So we do honor the 21st Century Scholars program. And for Ohio residents, we have a reciprocity agreement with 14 Ohio counties, and they qualify for our in-state rate for tuition and fees if they reside in one of these 14 counties listed. We recommend that all students complete a FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid. Students want to complete that at the FAFSA.ed.gov website. Just like I kind of mentioned before with admissions, we do have a centralized financial aid office. So when a student completes their FAFSA, they will actually list Purdue University West Lafayette on their FAFSA, and the school code is there. The FAFSA opens up every fall for current seniors through any student in college, October 1st. And then Purdue's priority filing deadline is March 1st in the spring. But we also honor the state deadline for state aid programs, which is April 15th. So if you are a current senior watching this, you'll definitely want to meet the deadline between October and March. Each year, current college students will complete the FAFSA every year that they're continuing in college as well. So from here, if you have additional questions, Caitlin and I both would like to speak with you. We have opportunities to visit. You can visit our website listed here for updated information. Caitlin actually posts a lot of information on our Purdue Richmond webpage, on our student services page. We have virtual visits, we have open houses, lots of different ways to connect to learn more about Purdue Polytechnic Richmond. We would love to hear from you. Reach out. Our contact information is here. And we can also get you in contact with Sarah and Michelle if you have more specific questions about the curriculum and courses that you might take through Purdue Polytechnic Richmond. So we just want to end this by thanking you for watching our video. Again, reach out if you have any questions. We would love to meet you, love to answer questions one-on-one. Feel free to contact us at any time.